That was Laura and Roxy. They'll be our audience for today's speech. Hello there, fellow classmates. My name is Dale Reddit, and today I'll be telling you about my informative speech that I did on Michael Jordan. I did my speech on Michael Jordan because he is the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. He may not have the stats or the 100-point games like Wilt Chamberlain did. He doesn't have 10 championships like Bill Russell did, but he was a great competitor, and he's a role model. Michael Jordan was born February 17th, 1963 in Brooklyn, New York. When he was a young boy, his family moved to Wilmington, North Carolina. At his high school, he did not make the basketball team his sophomore year. His junior and senior years, he played on the team, and it led to a scholarship offer from the University of North Carolina. He started as a freshman over Buzz Peterson. That season, he hit the first and last shot as his team went on to win the championship. They beat Georgetown in the title game by 1 point. I believe the score was 63-62. His sophomore and junior year in college, they did not win any championships, although Michael did win Player of the Year award in 83 and 84. In 84, he also won the Dr. James Naismith and John Wooden Awards. He left school after his junior year and declared for the NBA draft. That summer, he played for Team USA in the Olympics, winning his first gold medal. In the NBA draft, he was the number 3 pick by the Chicago Bulls. It's kind of crazy to think that 2 teams actually passed over him. His rookie year, he was named to the NBA All-Star team, and he was the NBA Rookie of the Year. His second season in the league, he broke his foot and missed 64 games. In the 1988 season, he won his first MVP award, and he was the Defensive Player of the Year. In the 91 season, he actually won his first NBA championship. He went back-to-back-to-back in 91, 92, and 93. In the 92 season, he actually was on the Olympic team again. He played for the Dream Team, which is like the greatest team to ever play. It has so many great stars like Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing, and other stars like that. And they're iconic to this day. After they won the championships in the 93 season, he retired due to the death of his father and off-the-court issues. He went on to play minor league baseball for the manager of the Indians right now, Terry Francona. He played for a little while, but he wasn't the best, so he came back to the NBA the following season. It took him a while to get back in the groove of things. He didn't win for a while. Or he won, but he wasn't himself. In the 96 season, he got back in the groove, and he led the Bulls to a 72-10 record, which was at the time the NBA record for wins in a season, and actually stood until last season when the Warriors went 73-9. That year, they won the championship. In 97, he had his infamous flu game, which when he was sick in the playoffs, people didn't think he was going to play, but he played anyway, even though he had the flu, and they won. That year and in 98, they won the championship again. Then, after the 99 season, he actually retired once again. He got into the business aspect of the game and became part owner and president of basketball operations of the Wizards. He did that for a few years, and then he went back to play in the 2001 season for the Wizards. He played there for 2 seasons and then retired for the final time after the 2003 season. During his career, he had many achievements. He won 6 NBA titles, 6 NBA MVPs of the finals. He was a 5-time league MVP. He went to 11 All-Stars in his 15 seasons. Another time he was voted, but he was injured, so he couldn't play. He was an Olympic champion twice, won 2 MVP or not MVP, but dunk championships of the All-Star weekend. And he's a Hall of Famer, most importantly. Not everybody can say that, and he can. Off the court, he's done many of things. He starred in Space Jam, which everybody can say they've seen. They're one of the greatest movies of all time. Him, Bill Murray, and Bugs Bunny had a hell of a movie. Now, he's a billionaire. He just reached that mark in 2015. He does many endorsements with Gatorade, Hanes, and Nike, of course. His Jordans bring in approximately $2 billion a year on sales, which is far beyond any other shoe in the world. He is owner of the not Bobcats anymore, the Charlotte Hornets, they are now called. That's his hometown team, and he is the owner. He was part owner until I think like a few seasons ago, but now he's the full owner of the team. He actually owns 7 restaurants and a car dealership. Busy man, a lot of money in his pockets. Well, he is the best basketball player in the world, and that's why mainly I did this speech on him. He just had so much to offer on and off the court that it's kind of hard to say anybody else is better than he is. The LeBron comparisons, Kobe, they have no match on Jordan. There's a whole bunch of like documentaries about like his teammates, how they say like he was competitive in everything. Like people wouldn't even want to play chess with him because he was so competitive and always wanted to win. That force got him to where he is today. If he would have just gave up after he didn't make his team in high school, then where would the NBA be today? He made an impact that like no other person has, and that's why he is the best player to ever play. He actually introduced Tiger Woods to his ex-wife. That didn't work out. He's a matchmaker. He fought for what he wanted, and he wanted to be the best. He told everybody that. I read an article about Roy Williams, who is actually the coach right now at North Carolina. He was an assistant when Michael was there, and Michael came up to him and just told him that he wanted to be the best player to ever play there. And then coach told him that he had a lot of work to do. And Michael did it, and now he's the best to play there, the best to play in the NBA, and the best to play anywhere. He made his mark off and on the court, and many people look up to him for a good reason. I know there's been plenty of times where I try to imitate some Jordan moves. Nobody will ever forget his time when he won the '96 finals, where he was like on his knees crying. Jordan was a great man, and that's why I look up to him and why I did my speech on him. Thank you.